What's up? It's your man Rush Danja. I want to welcome everybody to On the Scene. We're about to get this thing popping. I want everybody to just chill. I want to thank everybody for being here today, man. Salute. Make me some that, man. Give me this man. Something about, man. Please be in here kicking it today, man. So check it out. It's the New Year. It's the very first day of the New Year. And we're about to kick this off with something very fresh and just a little bit different, man. Introduce yourself to the people right quick.
How y'all doing? I'm Mike Henderson, choreographer, dancer, extraordinaire, yeah.
My name is Paris Hayes. I'm a dancer. I do a lot. I'm very talented.
Okay, we're going to get to this like this. How old are you?
I'm 18.
18. Oh, man. I'm feeling some type of way, man. You know what I mean? Like you know, I got to get my fresh. I still got my tattoos and stuff. I'm still young at heart, you feel me? How old are you, man?
30.
30. Okay, you closer to me.
Yeah, just made
You
30.
closer
Yeah,
to me.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
you know, my moves is a little bit, you know,
Okay.
I'll slide it on over to you, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
tell me then, since you're the oldest, I'm going to start with you.
Okay.
What got you? First of all, let's talk about what we do.
Okay.
Choreography.
Most definitely.
What's the difference between, like, choreography and
Okay.
just dance? Like, you know.
Man, dancing, you just doing what you feel, what you see, whoever's teaching you. Choreography comes from a more personal part of the mentality. It's just basically tapping into what you do, what you love, and making your own style, making your own, you know what I'm saying? Making your own sauce. So yeah, it's just, choreography comes from the person, their style, what they've learned, what they know. You know, dance is, if I show it to you, you do it, you dance it.
Right.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
I'm like, if you think of it, you the choreographer,
Right.
it's an idea that spawns from you, right?
Right.
And dancing is my interpretation of what you did.
Basically.
Okay.
Go.
Okay. I ain't mean to get off deep with
No,
you.
you got it.
I'm gonna ask, I ain't getting off deep with you. I'm gonna ask you the same question.
Yeah.
You younger, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you from the streets, you know what I mean? You out here, you fresh with it.
Right.
What's dancing to you, and what's the difference between choreography to you?
Okay, I say dancing for me is like you just free doing whatever you're doing, just having fun. And choreography is like what Mike said, like it's personal, like you gotta get personal training, like all that, to actually learn how to choreography other people in different classes.
This is what he said that sort of triggered me, because if you're gonna listen to this interview, if y'all watching this interview, y'all know me, it's your man Rush Danja.
Right.
Y'all know I usually go off the energy of the interview. And
Yeah.
what he said is like, it's like a personality thing.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like learning as well.
Yeah.
So like, what is it from your personality that you bring to dancing and choreography?
I'm a very funny person. I have a very funny personality. So I bring the comic to dancing. I bring the intricacy. I bring the sauce to it, the swag to it. You know what I'm saying? Just wanting to entertain, the entertainment. Just want to entertain people and get them like, wow, like let me play that again. Press play on that again. That was nice, you know. So I want to bring, as choreographer, I want the type of choreographer I bring is like entertainment, the comic to it, just bringing that sauce, that swag, that new age, you know what I'm saying, to it, that make the people be like, oh, you know, they make you, your moms, your daughters, your baby,
Okay.
like, let me press play on that again, I love that, let's do that. Yeah.
You just hit me with something. You
Yeah,
said the age.
Right.
18, right?
Right.
30.
Right.
What do you see as the difference in what you see from what you started off with and where he's at now?
Okay, so that's
With the creativity
No, that's
and bringing it to who you are,
yeah.
how do you make that transition? Because I'm a musician, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like certain stuff I listen to now, and I produce as well. I'm like,
Right.
I ain't vibing with that, but I can hear somebody else
Right.
and be like, that's dope.
Right.
So how does that come off for you visually?
The difference would be probably when I was like 16, 17, 18, I didn't really, social media wasn't that big
Right.
at the time. It was big, it was just popping. You know what I'm saying?
No, it wasn't that big.
It wasn't that
Because
big,
you 30,
Right.
so 16, it was. No, it wasn't that popular.
It
You know what it
wasn't
was?
popular.
It was different social media starting to pop. Because if you think
Yeah.
about what Facebook was,
Yeah.
when it very first started, it was just post your face,
Yeah.
somebody say something. It was not as, you know, like we at the OnlyFans stage now.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
it is, we at the world star and streaming stage now. So what we saw was completely different. What we saw is anything on TV or with choreography, it would have been strictly from a music video.
Yeah.
But now music
Basically,
videos are,
Yeah.
music videos are sort of taking a back end or getting more of a supporting through like choreographers, because I know a lot of choreographers. I watch a lot of stuff.
Right.
I can't think of my girl name, but she is raw, and she got like a dance school, I think, out of Atlanta.
Cool.
And she got, you know, and they do competitions, and they'll have one song, and then they have one interpretation where you'll come out doing it, and then they'll stop that clip, and then they'll show another person come out. It's raw.
Yeah.
So like the interpretation of it, get to me how deep that is to you, and what does it mean to you when you interpretate a song? Like, is there a difference when you having a moment where it's like it's a fun song and you having a good time with it, or as opposed to when you hitting a song and it's like you feel that song a little different?
Yeah. It really depends on the vibe of the song. The
The
vibe.
beat,
So so like if the vibe is like, I know with me and Paris, when we get together and we lab in the studio, we go off the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Me and him go off the vibe. So if the vibe is there, we can choreograph and interpret it. We can feel that. We can,
Quick.
you know what I'm
real
saying? It's a
quick.
quick 1, 2, 3. We get it cracked. We get it going, and we shoot it. You know what I'm saying? Versus if it's a song that's like, we feel it, but it's like, okay, you know, man, it's a feel, but it's like it's not there. We still pushed in. We still push through it, but we'll take our time as far as trying to really feel that song versus a song that you just hear on the radio and you're like, man, you get up and just start moving. You know,
I
what I'm
can't
saying?
dance, but you just stop. You know,
Yeah.
I know I look good, y'all. Y'all stop.
Yeah.
So y'all stop.
Yeah, I gotta stop. I know somebody
Yeah.
out there right now that's looking at your boy like, oh, come here.
Yeah, and then as far as like the different age group of it all, like, you know, growing up, whatever, social media wasn't that popular. It was starting to pop. It wasn't that popular. So I think as far as the age gap between me and him, it's not that different. I'm the type of choreographer, like, I know how to keep up with dance, everything evolves. You know what I'm saying? So as a choreographer and as a dancer, I have to evolve with it. You know what I'm saying? So
Keep up with the time.
Yes.
Because if
So-
not, you become outdated.
Exactly. So when we choreograph and when we, because me and him both choreograph certain things together, some of the videos that I do, he helps as well. So when we get together and we doing and we choreograph and we're putting a little bit of my sauce with his sauce, and there's no disconnection. There's no disconnection. That comes from just knowing him, he know me, I know him. You know what I'm saying? We just vibe off each other, and it's just we know how to just make it work, make it click. You know what I'm saying? I think with him, with his age, he had to learn how to step down and learn what we did, like the Usher videos,
Yes.
the Genuine video. I was a kid.
And they was
kid.
They was slow moving through
Right,
the
I
video,
just,
like,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I just made 30, so, you know what I'm saying? It was,
Because at that time, Usher was your
was-
age.
he was hot,
He
yeah.
was your age, though, too.
yeah.
And I was
Chris
old.
Brown.
Yeah, I
Chris
was
Brown,
old,
too.
and I was like, yeah, they getting
Yeah,
it, though.
Chris
I
Brown,
can't do that.
Chris
but
Brown
they
was like
get it.
16, I was like 16, 15, whatever that's gonna be. So, you know, just learning that and doing that and evolving with dance, because dance evolves all the time. You know, so when we evolved, and when I met Paris, and shout out to my boy Alex as well, you know, we three with the trio, and they brought something new to the vibe, and I brought something to the vibe, and it was just, we just clicked. And it was because I was just so prone to the new age of music. You know what I'm saying?
You're open to it.
Yeah, even as being a musician, as music intensifies and evolves, as a choreographer, I evolve with it. You know, and so like I'm that bridge. I feel like I'm the bridge between the old school and the new school.
Okay.
Like I'm that in between. I know the old school, I know the new school, and I'm just that bridge. You know what I'm saying? He new school, so it's like I get him to know the old school as well, so he know how to vibe off the old school and the new school, and it's just that vibe.
I feel like I'm a dance counselor right now. Like, check this out, because now I'm about to flip the question on him.
Okay, go ahead.
What was it like having a different style, meeting somebody and trying to interpret something new that he probably may not have been even adapted to, or something that he may not have ever seen before? Like, has it ever been a situation where like you might have like brought a move, a routine to them, and like you had to sort of like really look at it and be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how does that feel? What's the difference for you being a young cat, bringing your side of dance to someone older than you?
To be honest, like, to me, it's really not a difference because, like, I like listen to like the music that he listens to already. So, cause like, I like all type of music, so it just be the beat and like how the way they say it and the lyrics, all that. I just be like falling into it, and I just start.
But this is my question: the style of dance,
Style.
the approach of it. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Like he might start off something real smooth, and you might, you know, pop it a little bit different. You know what I mean? Like, so how do you assess and how do you format and see the difference of what you were bringing to the table as opposed to what was already at the table? You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm one of them cats. I hit you with questions. They didn't call me over here to do this.
He gave me the
You know
question.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
He digging deep, yeah.
But like the style, like what I say is when I'm doing something and then like I see him doing something different, like I like start like catch on to what he's doing and try to feel his vibe off his style of the dance, and that's how I actually learned how to actually move better. Cause off the looks, I'm seeing what he was doing and I wasn't doing it, so I'm like, I want to do that now. So I'm just trying to do what he's doing, and I'm getting better and better at it. So like for me, it's like a style. I just take my time to like learn different styles of dance because it's all about your comfort zone on how the style is. So I just like I don't have no problem doing it. I just try it, and then if I'm comfortable with it, I'm gonna just keep doing it, and that's it really.
Okay. See, I'm going off of him now.
Yeah,
The comfort zone.
your comfort zone. Right.
Now let's talk about comfort zone.
Okay.
When did you feel comfortable, like going from the dancer to the choreographer? Like when did you recognize? Because as a musician,
Right.
there was times like when I was younger, I was a musician, but I wasn't a musician yet. You feel what I'm saying?
I get you.
You know what I mean? I was learning the
get you.
craft. You feel what I'm saying?
I
But
get you.
I hadn't jumped into it to where I could solo. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
You feel what I'm
yeah.
saying? Well, my mind could take it somewhere else where, prime example, I tell people this all the time. When I was in high school, we would have band practice, right? And we would know the music. We had the music, and I know the music, and I just play something different. I'd be soloing during the process of the song, and we would always get in trouble. Like I'd get sit down chairs, but I knew when the time to play the stuff, I was gonna get back the first chair because my creativity was different. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when did you recognize, like, yeah, I'm gonna move a little bit different than what I see or what I've been,
Yeah.
It's going more from just like liking it to a craft for you. When did you recognize that?
I think when I was like 16, 17 years old, I was just freestyling on the streets, bus stops, school,
So you took it back.
I took it back. So I was just freestyling on the bus. I was in high school dancing. I was known in high school, grade school for dancing, middle school dancing,
So
high
you
school
got in
dancing.
trouble in class.
Man, they be like, this man wants something else, man. But, and then, when as I got older, it was like a thing where.
Make sure you talk up, but I want to make sure that.
Yeah,
the
well,
sound
definitely,
is
yeah. When I got older, it was a thing where it was like, I would love to create my own craft, my own style, And who helped me along the way was people like, shout out to like people like Tony Johnson, who found me on the bus stop at like 17 years old, dancing on the bus stop. It's like, hey, come on, you know what I'm saying? And then a bigger shout out, pay more homage to my best friend, choreographer Fiji Watts, who was also his teacher as well before I came into the picture.
Okay.
And Miss Fiji Watts was just like, look, you got the talent, you got the ability. Let's take this and let's, progress this. Let's take it to the next level. You know what I'm saying? So I started dancing. I started choreographing at 18, 20 years old. 19, 20. I said, let me make my own style. And then I started going from there, teaching at schools at Professor Weiss High School, Professor West. I started there.
West Side.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm getting where you're from now, man. Now I get your swag now, man. You got that West. That's what I know about first. I know about First Seven. I know about that, man. You know, I've been through there. You know, just because I'm a South Side, don't let these leathers fool you, baby. So now tell me about it though. Explain to me what was that transition like?
It was crazy, man, because I was still trying to find myself. And I was still learning, and I was still training, and I still train and still learn now to this day. But I didn't start finding my true identity and my true swag until probably 2 years ago, recently. You know what I'm saying? It can take time to find who you are as a choreographer, you know. And once I found it, and once I said, ooh, there it is, I got it.
What was it that made you say, ooh, there it is? What was that? Was it a moment? Was it a
It was
routine?
a moment. It really was a moment. It was a
let's talk
moment
about
because
that.
it was a moment because, and what's so crazy is Paris, right here, Paris, Alex Crowder, shout out to him and shout out to Fiji Watts as well. They was a big part because we were just experimenting. I teach in the schools, CPS. I teach in the schools.
We got a lot in common.
Yeah. I teach in the schools, and so I met them at 4th grade. You know what I'm saying? They was like in 4th grade, 5th, 6th grade.
A summer thing.
Yeah. And Miss Fiji was already training them. Miss Fiji Watts was already training them already.
So you met him in doing what we would consider to be your job, making money.
Yep.
And then y'all built a relationship. Okay.
Yeah.
So you built a relationship.
Yeah.
With them. Okay.
And they were a big part because we were just in the classroom experimenting.
Just
You know,
us three.
it was just us three. It was us four. It's me, Paris, Alex, and Fiji. We would just experiment, and Fiji would throw choreography, and Mike teach them, and I would teach them, and then I was like, man, they dope. You know what I'm saying? And Fiji already had told me they was already dope. And I'm looking at them like, man, they're 4th grade, learning grown people's choreography.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Now that makes sense.
Yeah, and so they helped these two men and Fiji helped develop it. They helped develop it a lot, and I was taking classes from different people and taking here, there, and I would make it my own. And then what really sparked it was these three, Fiji, Alex, and Paris, really was experimenting and just started growing. So we started just making little slide videos,
Right.
and they started going viral. You know what I'm saying? They started busting. They started really going crazy. And he would post them, and Alex would post them, and they started going crazy. And then I said, okay, let's keep doing this. Because then they started getting the fan base at a young age.
And you started to get the itch.
And then I started getting they started helping me.
Yeah.
We all helped each other. I started growing as a choreographer. I started growing as a dancer. I started growing mentally. And as they got older, and as I started to progress, and they started to progress, and we got older together, I just, like, man, there it was. You know, so now it's like, we could do a video, we'll hit like 3-point-some K or 4-point-some K, or, you know what I'm saying? We'll hit some crazy stuff, and it's like now we just not
And them baby numbers for you, go.
man, yes.
Talk that way.
We try to go high, we try to go, you know what I'm saying?
I tell people that all
But
the
yeah,
time.
they played a big part in that. They
That's
played a
it.
big part in the transition, because I was teaching at high schools, I was teaching at colleges, I was teaching, man, at 19, 20, I was teaching at colleges, high schools, grade schools, you know what I'm saying? And then it's not to Fiji Watts put me my first job teaching in middle schools and high schools and stuff like that. And I started just, you know, just growing from there and there and there. And as I started learning different styles of dance, from African to reggae to Afrobeat to technical to, you know, to all type of stuff, Latin, all type of things I started learning. And then from there, I just started growing. I said, man, let me just, it's like a puzzle. It's like a puzzle. It's like you just kind of like, okay.
You got to figure it out.
You got to figure it out. And once you get it, got it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And just, these my day ones. They just help me do it. They're a big part of my success and a big part of me transitioning as well as a choreographer. And so I just try to, you know, give back and put them on.
How old were you when you met him?
Man.
4th grade?
18.
You like what?
I'm about like,
It's like, it was him. Fourth grade, Miss
Fourth
Fiji.
grade, that's like
Like,
9.
Miss Fiji met them in fourth grade, so that was 9 years old. I didn't come on until like 2 years later, two, 3 years later. So they, when I
That's
say
a decade.
Like 12, 13.
yeah, 12, 13, yeah, 12, 13. In the school.
How does it feel? This is a question.
Mhm.
How does it feel to go from working in education
Mhm.
to meeting a young person
Mhm.
to developing a relationship where y'all have built something
Yeah.
together? How does you view that? Like how does that affect you? Like does it affect you first of all?
Yeah.
Like when you think about it?
Yeah, most definitely. I think there's a lot of dancers. Well, number one, him and Alex, Harris and Alex, have always been loyal. Their loyalty is what captivated me.
Explain it.
The fact that no matter what we was doing, no matter whatever I was teaching, we three was always together. You know what I'm saying? You know, and like I said, Miss Fiji was the first one to find them and train them and mold them. You know, and then when I came along, I was just that extra little sugar to the spice that gave them that little. You know what I'm saying? So it was like their loyalty, and they wanted it so bad. They wanted to grow. They wanted to be successful in this. This is what they wanted to do. They wanted to dance. You know what I'm saying? And so their hunger was the same hunger I had. You know, and it was like, look, come on, I took one to my wing. Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Did you see versions of yourself in him?
Yeah. I would say the difference between me and him is that within his age bracket, he's more accessible to certain outlets. All I had was dance, and that's all I had. You know what I'm saying? All I had was dance, and so it was like,
Times and change.
yeah, and so that's all I knew. That's all I knew how to do. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, that's all I was doing, and that's all I still do to this day. You know, in my basement, just practicing at his age, practicing. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew what I wanted to be, and I knew what my goals were, and I knew where I wanted to go to. And I see within him the similarities is that Paris wants the same thing. He wants to grow. He wants to be a choreographer. He wants to.
I've been saying that for so long.
Yeah, he wants to do stuff like this, like interviews and you know what I'm saying. He wants to.
You
do
was
that
ready
same-
for the day.
Yeah, he was ready.
He was ready. He was like, yo.
He was ready.
So when we got here, y'all
He
sitting over
texted
there.
me like, "Yeah, I'm ready. What time?"
So while we was setting up, he was sitting up
He
there
was
like,
ready. He was
like,
ready.
man,
He was
what's
ready.
taking him so long?
He was ready.
Why we ain't gonna go?
I'm
go
trying to
do this
tell
on-
you, he was ready.
See,
He was
you
ready.
see what God do on a Friday.
Oh,
night?
on the first day of 2021.
Oh, 2021.
See what I'm
That's dope.
saying?
This is
Yeah.
a good start
So-
for sure.
This is definitely a good start. That's
Yeah,
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
Okay.
What's your end game?
Man, you
Like,
know,
where do you see where you go?
man, you know what? I'll say this. I feel like I always put this in any interview, anything I do. I feel like God is the author and finisher of my life and where I go. I see no end game to this. You know what I'm saying? I see myself. I want to be able to dance at like 60, 70, still dance.
So you
Choreograph.
have high expectations.
Yeah, there's no end game to this. You know, there's no
Okay.
end game to this. I feel like I've always been the type of guy who at a young age I saw my future and I knew where I wanted to go. And I just half my life keep God in front at all times. And he's basically the author and finisher. So when he say I'm done and when I leave this earth, I'm gonna be dancing until that time, you know. And so, like, my goals are basically to be able to choreograph for the mainstream artists, for the Chris Browns, for the R&B artists, for the mainstream artists, and one day have my own company or school, performing art school.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm about to ask you something that's real deep. I know this ain't even in your bracket check because you're too young to even understand where I'm about to go with this one. I'm serious.
Yeah.
To whom much is given, much is required.
Most definitely.
Okay. To push in anything,
Mm-hmm.
it has to be a sacrifice.
Right.
What have you sacrificed?
Man.
Like, this is my question. I'm gonna get deep with it. 'Cause
Go ahead.
Like with relationship wise.
Right.
Has this ever affected your relationship or a person that said
Most definitely.
they didn't understand it or
Most definitely.
you know, like you going too hard and they looking at like you just going to the club or you just going over here to rehearse or
Most definitely.
explain that to me.
Yeah.
And explain that feeling and explain where you are now with that feeling.
Man, being parents this age, you know, and I knew I wanted to go. And I had girlfriends, I had friends, and, you know, some girls that I was with dating and stuff like that, they were, man,
They didn't like it.
you always busy.
So you do know a little something.
Yeah, he
about
know a
this.
little something.
Wait a minute,
You know,
okay.
so, yeah,
Okay.
you always busy and
I felt that. Yeah, I felt this.
Yeah, he felt
I
it.
felt this energy. His
Yeah.
lips twitched up. He was like, yeah. He was like, they don't
Yeah.
like it. They don't like it.
so it was, man, it was crazy. Growing up, even at his age, 18, you know, I was dancing, and girls they loved it. Oh my God, he could dance, you know what I'm saying? And so it was like I was dating, and there was these girls like, oh, you're too busy, and you're always that's all you think about is dance. And even now to this day, I've dated women who've told me like, Mike, look, you're talented. You know what I'm saying? You have a great gift, but
It's too much for me.
I can't deal with the lifestyle, you know. And the lifestyle of a dancer, of a true choreographer and dancer, is, man, we booked, we busy, we're working, and sometimes it takes a strong woman to really understand that. It really, really. Now, how I feel about it is like, look, dancing all I have. I'm gonna be doing it before I was doing it before I met you. I'm gonna do it after you. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like my mother used to always say. She told me, any woman, she said, son, it's gonna take a special woman to really understand who you are and what you do, because you're not the ordinary type of man. You know, you have a lifestyle and a career that's not, it's not plain. It's different. It's outside the box, and so
It's not your typical 9 to 5.
Exactly. And then back in those times, you go to work, you come home, you tend to the kids, you go to bed. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? Of course I want kids. Of course I want to be married. Of course all that. But
Plus the development of how you get paid is different too.
yeah, yeah. And that was
Because
another
it's a
thing.
sacrifice in the very beginning.
Yeah, that was another thing. That was another thing where a lot of women like their security. And even on cameras, I tell it now, Facebook Live, Instagram Live, I tell it in this interview, like, I've been broke. I've been where, like, man, like, you know, I was only making like, what, $100-some every 2 weeks, and I had bills.
Yeah, I've been there.
You know what I'm saying?
I've been
I had
there.
bills, you know?
I've been
And man, like,
Don't nobody else know what you're going through except.
yeah, like I've been there, and now, like I said, man, my sis, you know, Fiji Watts, my best friend, came in and saw me and was like, "You really want to do this?" You know what I'm saying? I was like, "Yes," you know, and I'm willing to do whatever I have to do to make this work. You know what I'm saying? And so she gave me my first job as a choreographer dancer in schools. And that's why she's that's why I keep saying her name. She's such a big inspiration to me and Paris and Alex. And she gave me my first job. And when I got my first taste on how it is to actually make money choreographing and dancing with kids, you know, at the time, I was like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yes, this is what I've been wanting, you know? And so now it's a little different now because I'm more known, I'm more out there. You know, I get more bookings, I get more everything, and so women I've come across don't understand that. They don't get that. They be like, man, you just be too busy for me. I'm like, no, I gotta work. This is what I eat. This is how I eat. Like, you know, like what you want me to do? This is how I eat. This is what I do. And so it's like I feel like a lot of women they love the look of it. They love the luxury of it. Like
They love no, this is what they love.
yeah,
They love when they first meet you
right,
and they see it.
right. But the lifestyle.
No, we ain't talking about the lifestyle.
Oh,
We're talking about they see.
right,
Oh, he dance.
right.
Oh, he fly. He
Yeah.
oh, he play music.
Yeah.
He sing. He does that.
Right.
But when to go through the process to make that track,
Yeah.
to go through the process to, like I tell people this all the time, I get paid very well. You know, I ain't gonna tell everybody what I get paid, but I get paid very well doing what I do.
Of course.
And like
Of course.
I do what I love.
Most definitely.
You feel what I'm saying? Like I get paid from what I love.
Most definitely.
And I've had the experience dealing with people where either, this is a crazy thing, you can meet a woman or a guy or whatever, whoever watching the show,
Right.
that can get jealous of what you do. Because at one time, I wasn't getting paid that much to do what I did.
Yeah.
But then, as it flipped around, brothers started living a little good.
That's it.
And I didn't have to do what everybody else did to get where they got.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, you can get envy from that. You can get a butt of heads.
Yeah.
And I think that it takes a person that is really devoted to what they do.
Yeah.
And they have to see an end game in what they do.
Yeah.
Or they will not be successful.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. That's true. Man, like, it's just, man, I think people just, they want all the fame, but it's like the work you gotta put behind it.
It's
man.
pressure.
It's crazy. I have to sacrifice, even my family, man. My family is and I love my family with everything in me, man, and it's just like, sometimes the vision is not for them to see, it's for you, because God gave it to you to see, And so the vision that I have was appointed to me, and now I live a life of abundance, man. I'm able to buy what I want, do what I want, you know what I'm saying? Go where I want to go.
But how long did it take you to get
It took some years.
You feel
It
what
took
I'm
some
saying?
years,
Like, you know what I'm
some
saying?
years,
Like,
man.
and I think, like,
It
at the
took
end of the
some
day,
years.
that's what makes it worthwhile at
Yeah.
the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, once you know that you didn't sleep on this bed, and you know what I mean, and you didn't eat nothing this day,
Yeah.
and you struggled, like, very, very hard.
Yeah.
When you don't have to struggle that hard no more. When you can go to the refrigerator and get what you want.
Yeah.
When you can pick up the TV and flip through whatever you want to.
Yeah.
And
It's
guess
crazy.
what? When you recognize that what you're flipping through, you don't even really want to watch it no more.
Right.
You're like, I'm paying $250 for cable and I'm only watching 5
And that's how much I pay.
I know. I'm telling you.
Xfinity, I
only
pay about
five-
$250 a month.
Yeah, Xfinity,
On
if y'all
cable,
watching
I
this,
swear I
y'all
do.
need to give us some cutback because
Yeah,
we
I
got
pay
a show
$250
and
a
we keep
month.
talking
I do.
about it.
Yeah, right.
But but when you struggling to be walking in the vein that you want to walk in,
Yeah.
once you get to that level, people don't understand the peace that you find. You know what I mean? Because you struggle so long, and then also at the same time you're still struggling because guess what? If you still want to take that vision higher, you don't want to stop because guess what? You got videos like you said right now, 4,000 or 5,000, right? Well, why should you only look at the 4,000 or 5,000 like that's good? You know what I mean?
We trying to go for like, we trying to go million. We trying to
But
go.
see,
You
that's
know what I'm
what
saying?
I'm saying. Like, why shouldn't your number be astronomical?
Yeah.
And in order to get to that astronomical number, you got to do some astronomical work.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Because guess what? It'll be somebody that watches you
Without you even knowing.
without you. Listen, and they will become actually your competition because they will get a drive from what they saw you do. And if you're not pushing to go to that next level,
Yeah.
next thing you know, they moonwalking right past you, and you like, whoa, what happened?
Right.
Like, so you got to be on your stuff at all times. And to me, with dance, that's what makes it so interesting to me. Because I'm like, how does the mind come up with the stuff that y'all do? Because I've seen, like, dancing has changed so much. I thought, like, prime example, Smooth Criminal, Michael Jackson videos. Remember when he did the little...
Yeah. The little lean, yeah.
And when he did it live, everybody was like, he did the
That's how I was.
lean."
That's how I was. I'm like,
Now think about it.
yeah.
The lean is nothing now. Now you got the lean with the full rocker. I be seeing Chris, man. Like, I can't do it.
We be doing it.
So like, when you get, like, how do you think of that next move, that next combination? That, you know what I'm saying? Like, how does that process work for you?
Man, and you know what? That process when me and Pearson's in the lab, and we're trying to choreograph something just to promote. I'll do a move, and it's crazy. Like Paris would be like, "Hey, Mike, let's do it like this though." Okay, cool. And I'm like, "Well, let's add this in it." So it's like it's always like that's why it's always good to have that next creativity. You know what I'm saying? I'll do a move and I'll be like, all right, that's nice. And then he'll be like, okay, well, let's add this in. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, cool. And then I said, well, let's put this on top of it. You know what I'm saying? And then we just trying to, we just trying to find different ways to make it.
Question.
Yeah.
In that creative process, do you ever butt heads? Like,
No.
I don't like that. Like,
No. No. You know why? And that happens to a lot of people. But with me and him, you know, that don't happen, bro. That really don't happen. Because it's like, yeah, go ahead.
It's like we have like the same feel for like what like how you want to do it, basically. I don't know how to really explain it, but like it's like when we do it, it's like, oh dang, if I put that to it, that's gonna be better.
So y'all have a connection.
Yeah, and you know what's so crazy? We'll have like people like we'll have people in our sessions. Like we'll have Paris's girlfriend in our sessions, and she'd be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? We have people that be sit in and they be like, I like that. You know what I'm saying? That's different. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Or I have Fiji come in, she be like, okay, but do this though. You know what I'm saying? She's always the person that wants to push us harder. You know what I'm saying? She's like, I love that, but you did that before. Change that. Put this in and do that. You know what I'm saying? And that'll push our brains to be like, okay.
Okay, because that was my question.
Yeah.
Because like when someone questions something that you've already created, like how do you receive that? You know what I mean? Like, is it something that you be like, oh, automatically, I see it. I see what you're talking about. Because some people, you tell them like, change that, and they be like, whoa, what? No, what you mean? What you mean? This is dope. You know what I mean?
Like for real, that's really like you don't want to be repetitive.
Okay.
We don't want to be repetitive, and if we do be repetitive, we try to change it to make it look like, oh, they did that, but oh, this is a little extra on this part, right? You know what I'm saying? And Paris is good at that too. Like Paris, we'll do that too a lot. We'll do like, bro, we did that already, so let's try to make this different. You know what I'm saying? Or he'll be like, Mike, let's do this stuff. You know what I'm saying? We did that last week, but let's do it again, but put this on, make it look different. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we keep evolving. You know what I'm saying? And perfecting ourselves and our choreography and stuff like that. So like I said, his girlfriend would come in, she'd be like, oh, like we was doing something today, she was like,
she had the okay face looking over there smiling right now like, y'all can't see it, but she's sitting up there like, I was like, y'all.
And like, everybody plays a role. Everybody also plays an important role. Fiji plays a role, his girlfriend plays a role because she shoots all my videos. And shout out to her. And she shoots everything, and she'll say, yeah, y'all scoot in, y'all do this. Y'all scoot back. Y'all, no, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? So everybody plays a role.
So she checks out the visual. She sees it. She sees it because she sees it creatively from a visual standpoint. You see the movement.
Right.
You know what I mean? You see how we should be working together, but she sees it from, like, prime example, when we first got here. Yeah. I was like, whoa, we need to. Right. Because I'm seeing, and I'm already thinking about equipment that I got to use, what we got to do, certain things that we didn't think about or have a conversation about prior. You know what I mean? So I get it, man.
Yeah, so everybody plays a role. Everybody plays a role, and anybody that I bring into the camp, anybody that we choose to bring to the camp, me, him, Fiji, or Alex, whoever we choose to bring into the camp, be very specific who we bring in. You know, because everybody be like really just coming in and just
like
dead weight. Dead weight. You know what I'm saying? So when I first met his girlfriend, I'm like, we're gonna put work. Yeah, she coming to all the stuff.
She got it.
You know what I'm saying? And so everybody that said she's diligent, she's loyal, and she keeps coming. So I said, let's, you know what I'm saying? So we're very particular who we use in our camp and who we bring into the camp, because everybody, we want to just, sometimes they want to be along just for the fame of it all.
For the ride.
You know. And so we put the work in. We'll be in the studio till like 3 to like 7, 8, putting the work in. You know what I'm saying? Just to do one video.
I'm old school like that. I'm not gonna barbecue all day for you to come to my crib 5 minutes before it's time to eat. And then you're gonna be the first one to come up and get a plate. I'm about to say something right there. I'm sorry, y'all. So let me ask you a real quick question, because I know we got time and we're getting ready to run out short on time. Yeah. What is it that I'm gonna start with you because I've been talking about you. Yeah. What is it that you feel that you would like people to know about you and to know about what y'all movement is?
Well, I would like to show people like what we doing is it's not hard. It it's easy it's easy to learn, easy to entertain other people, build yourself up on your own thing. And how else I want to say this?
That was positive, but I don't agree. But you know what I'm saying? I don't agree. Yeah, sit up just a little bit and just speak just a little bit louder. But you know, but like, that's what I don't agree with. Like, because like to get to another level, you feel what I'm saying?
I had to take like a lot of criticism and all of that.
That took something.
To get to where I had
took
to get
something. Everybody can't take that, bro.
That's true.
Everybody, I'm telling you, everybody can't
That's true.
take criticism.
That's true, yeah.
Everybody can't take. Listen, when I was learning music, I used to, you know, be good, but it took like my instructor to press me one day. And this is exactly
like pushy, right?
No, this is exactly what he told me. He said, anybody can be good at anything. He said, but in order to be great at something, you got to work at it. I said, so what you mean? Because he knew that I knew the music, but I wasn't practicing it. So he said, man, you could do a concert every day of the week. But if you don't practice one day of the week, you will know that you didn't practice. If you don't practice 2-3 days out that week, somebody will know that you did not practice. If you go a week without practicing, everybody will know that what you're doing is not genuine. It's just you're just flowing off the capability of it. You're not pressing it to the best capability of what you're doing. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody can't take that pressure.
You can't, yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? That's what he was talking about a second ago, about the people that come around and who he allows to be around y'all.
Right.
Because some people are just leechers. Some people are just there because of the, because this is the hangout spot. It's different reasons why people. That's why y'all click that I'm saying right now. All the names that I'm hearing, I keep hearing a repetitive version of the names of the people that y'all rock with. You feel what I'm saying? So to get there, and even like the age group that y'all, the age differential that y'all have, he had to see something in you to be like, all right, you can rock with me.
Yeah.
Because if at that age that you are right now, if you wouldn't know nothing, how many 18-year-olds you rock with on a regular basis?
Not nobody.
You feel what I'm saying?
Just parents.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, man,
so
just
if
parents,
you were
yeah.
not working and bringing yourself up, and I
Yeah.
understand that what you're saying is coming from a very good place, but in reality, as you go along, you'll learn that no, it was that ambition that you had right now, and that drive that you had that separated you from somebody that you'll meet right now at the same age. At 10 years, they're not doing what you're doing no more. You feel what I'm saying?
That's right. That's deep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so what's your end game for this?
That's a good question.
I told you I do what I do,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
This chick sort of messed me up and threw me out here. I didn't even know I was going to interview about myself today, and she comes talking about I'm directing. Like,
Oh, well.
yeah, I'm gonna talk about her spirit later on in
Her
Jesus'
spirit.
name. So just talk up just a little bit more so we make sure that we hear you, because I'm thinking that the people online are saying that they want to be able to hear you just right. So come on.
My end game is like, for me, like, dance has always been my passion. So like, I don't want to stop doing it ever. Just like what Mike said, when God says it's done, you're done. That's what it is. But what I say is like I've been doing it for like at a young age, and I've been doing it for so long, and I'm already committed to still doing it. Like I don't want to stop. It's like I'm just gonna keep striving and try to go higher and give better opportunities for myself and all that.
That's what's up, man. Hey, what can they find you on social media? Tell them how to reach out to you and how to actually contact you and all that good stuff.
All right, y'all can contact me on Instagram at Paris2_the dancer, and my Facebook is Paris Santana on Facebook, and you can add me on there, and y'all can hit me up, and I can get back to y'all, and we can try to do something, get something going, and try to build and stuff like that.
That's what's up. Hey, anything that you feel like tonight that you want to cover and let people know? before we get off?
Um,
I heard y'all got a little routine that y'all gonna do for us tonight.
yeah, we're gonna freestyle shit on something.
Y'all gonna break a little something down?
Break something down,
All right,
please.
'cause
You know,
I don't know. I might get up here and just.
Oh, snap.
What you say? No, I'm just saying.
The only thing I would say to anybody who has a dream, who has a passion,
Please do not give up.
yeah, that's the biggest thing. Don't give up. It's so much. Everybody has a dream. Everybody has to have a passion. Everybody has a goal, and man, there's so many people think that their goals can't be reached or their dreams can't happen due to the fact of I'm in this predicament.
Opinions.
Yeah.
It really be opinions on certain people.
Yeah.
Cause it's like people be like too used to trying to be like doing what everybody else doing
Yeah.
instead of doing their own thing. So it's like if somebody say this, then it's like, dang, I don't want to do it no more.
Yeah.
Like, y'all say saying doing all this and that.
Yeah. That's it's true. It's true. As Perry is saying, like, I just feel like everybody, like, certain predicaments have led people to believe that I can't conquer this or make this happen for myself because I have a kid or I'm stuck in this position or that position, and I'm just a living witness, a living testimony that with God, all things, not some things, all things are possible. All things, no matter what your predicament is, no matter what you have a kid, no matter what it is, whatever the case may be, all things are possible. Period.
I'm gonna say this to you because I listen and I've heard God quite a few times.
Yeah.
What does God mean to you? And what does God mean to what you do?
What I do. Yeah. So I believe, first off, God gives all gifts to everybody. Everybody has this appointed gift. And that God gives. It's a God-given gift. So what God has blessed me with is a God-given gift that it amazes me sometimes, And so born and raised in church and knowing what faith is. And what's crazy is I didn't really understand who God really was until I started going through experiences. You know what I'm saying? That's the crazy part. Going through church as a young age and hearing, understanding, but not really understanding how that pertains to me. You know what I'm saying?
Knowing but not understanding.
Yeah. And so growing up and going through certain things and being what I've been through, even to this day, God plays a big part of my career. I wouldn't be successful. And people always think you have to sell yourself, sell out. You know what I'm saying? And you don't. You don't. And so my biggest, anybody who ever asked me, like, Mike, how did you get there? How did you be so successful? How did you turn this passion into your career? How did you do it? And I tell them all the time, I say, man, you just keep God first. Simple. Just keep God first. You know what I'm saying? And he'll guide the rest. He'll do the rest. You know what I'm saying? And so that's my biggest slogan. That's my biggest theme. I'm not perfect. You don't have to be perfect, you know what I'm saying, to be blessed, you know what I'm saying? Gotta meet you where you are, And so I just, in my age bracket, even his age bracket, there's a lot of young adults my age and his age who, who don't think there's just, their dreams can't come true. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people dying my age, his age, younger.
I hope this generation.
Yeah, and it's just, we just trying to show people that, the camp, Fiji Watts, Alex Paris, we just trying to show the camp that no matter how old you are, how young you are, whatever the case may be, with God, all things are possible in this camp. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we live by, and that's what's got us to where we've been doing, and bookings, and dancing with celebrities, you know what I'm saying? And so that's just our main goal, man. It's just to show, like, man, like you can do this. Keep God first, and you can make this happen. You know what I'm saying? And some people think a lot of people want quick success, quick. I'm dancing. Where the money at? You know what I'm saying?
They want the pleasure, but they're not ready to go through none of the pain to get to the pleasure.
Exactly. And it's worth it, man. It's worth it. Whatever it is, like dancing, like I always tell parents, like, bro, like, do what you love, stick to it. You know what I'm saying? I make money doing what I love. He makes money doing what he loves. You know what I'm saying? And I'd rather make, my uncle, this is real true. My uncle said this, I'd rather make $50 dancing than putting 8 hours working for a factory and getting, you know what I'm saying, $100. because at the end of the day,
You don't have any fulfillment.
I hate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I coming here to make $100? You know what I'm saying? I'm happy with that $50, and I did what I love.
See, and the issue with that is, it goes back to the people that we surround ourselves with. Can they adapt and even fathom that idea?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, I don't want to keep y'all going too long. Hey, tell them how to find you on social media. If y'all got YouTubes, like let them know everywhere to find you.
Yeah. Instagram, don't talk, just dance 89. That's my slogan. Like,
Okay.
we do all that talking. I don't do that talking, just dance. I don't do all that talking.
Don't talk, just dance.
We'll do all that talking.
89.
Don't talk, just dance 89. YouTube, Mike H TV1. Mike H TV1, have some videos there.
Mm-hmm.
Mike H TV1. Facebook, I'm not on Facebook as of right now. They kind of shut me out in my videos.
Hey, and I'm gonna talk to you about that.
They blew me. They blew me with
I
that.
got something with that because they're doing a lot of stuff with the copyright stuff and the stuff they've been really. If you out there watching the show right now, please remember, if you on the book, y'all getting y'all shirt. I was gonna get the shirt.
No, I was just giving you.
Oh, but I was gonna let them rock and do
You
their
did.
dance first. Like, see,
You
shout
did.
out to, come on, give it up for our lovely producer. Yeah, give her 2 seconds of a clap. Yeah. So we're about to get this thing going. So we're about to get the track up, right?
Yeah, ready the radio.
Okay.
Look at that. Y'all see that? Look at that. Don't talk, just dance. We don't do that. We don't do that around here. You know what I'm saying? We just dance, right? So yeah, that's what we do. That's what we got. That's all we got.
I gotta give me a Don't Talk This Dance shirt.
Get your hey!
I'm serious, G.
You got hey.
Like, listen, if I support you, like, you know if I was not, because I'm the type of interviewer.
Right.
Like, if this wasn't going right, it'd have been a different show.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm telling, but that's me, And I love y'all vibe. I love y'all energy, and I really wish you both the most success, period, in what y'all doing. Because everything that I've heard from the generational, transference of, because guess what? I call it transference of power because I view it as when he's your age, he's gonna be dumping back into somebody else.
Yeah.
That's his age. You know what I'm saying?
And he already have a fan base of my age, your age. You know what I'm saying? He already has a fan base, and a lot of people be hitting him up, man, I want to dance, baby. So damn, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of people that look up to him already, just because of what he's already accomplished at a young age.
He ain't even got his hair growing in his face yet.
He got a little something.
He got a little face trying to come in. Drink a little coffee and some tea, brother.
He
You
got
call me in the
it.
morning.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we have to do to get y'all ready for y'all track?
Man, we gonna get this radio popping. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? We gonna scoop these chairs back.
Okay.
And we can do that.
Alright, so check it out, y'all. They about to get this thing popping. This is on the scene. You get this in, get my water up out the way.
Right. Yeah, so yeah, we gonna get about cracking. You know.
Hey, we appreciate everybody for tuning in today. This has been like a crazy day, but it has been a blessing. Let me send a couple shouts out to, first of all, everybody that works on my broadcast. Real Love, what's love got to do with it? I love y'all. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Miss Marva once again on the scene. Y'all make sure y'all rock with this again. My girl, I'm trying to give everybody that I know that deserves some type of love in 2021. My girl Latrice Lawrence out of California. Y'all go check out her music. She's definitely dope. My girl Ashley Flames. Y'all definitely hit her up. Man, she is crazy. Y'all make sure she just dropped the video this week. So y'all make sure y'all ready to rock that. We about ready?
You ready?
Y'all ready? I'm about to get out y'all way. I can't dance. I'm gonna try to moonwalk up out of here, but
I'm trying to moonwalk up
it
out of here.
didn't work. All right.
I'm gonna try to walk about it. All right, here we go. Let's get it cracking.
Oh, is that Canyon again?
Tell me if you with it, cause I'm with it, babe. I haven't heard from you and I'm in it, babe. Just tell me what to do and I get it, babe. Gucci and Prada.
Is that it?
You want, yeah, we did the whole song.
Okay, I was just about to say.
Y'all want another one?
Yeah, I had another one. It's already. I was like, you know.
Do the one I want.
Shout out to my girl, shout out to Chitown. I'll see you, baby girl. Much love.
Do you remember that?
Yes,
Yeah. Okay, smooth level turn. This one, right?
See, I gotta let y'all see what I see right now.
Pop.
Freestyle that shit.
Let's go. Let's
So
get it.
who another freestyle we go? What's pop? You got it. You wanna smoke? You gotta hit it up. Come on. You got it. Just push it. Here we go.
What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options. I can pass that like Stockton. Just joshing. I'm spending this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins. Sports in the top 10. I can put a ball in the end zone, put a bad bitch in the friend zone. This shit sound like an intro jet song. Give me that tempo. Told Pooh he a fool with this shit. Told her don't let her friends know. In the Ville, I move like a dime. Eating fettuccine and Vincenzo's. Me and my amigos got that free smoke on the West Coast. Yeah, I'm talking about pre-rolls. Dark hair, she look like she go. She do. Hometown hero, feeling myself, can't murder my ego. She heard my deep stroke. She said, babe, does it hurt when I do though? Certified freak, hang around dust and she learning my lingo. Back then, wasn't worried about me though. In the gym, trying to work on my free throw. Damn, spending money in the club like Sam's. Yes, ma'am. She a little freak on cam, but she don't put this on the ground. Little boys trying to diss on the ground. I can't switch on the fam. It's how I hit the switch on the fan. This where my head is. I feel resentment from every direction. Even some homies be wearing expressions. I be discouraged from sharing my blessings. We used to share a connection. Now it just feels like it's wearing and stretching. I'm getting real sick of taking advice from people that never could stare at reflections. Somewhere in there is a lesson. Y'all ain't involved and it's very depressing. I'm at the club with the basketball team. Me and the Cardinals are sharing this section. Gotta cherish the present. I'm drinking water and wearing protection. Got a career and I'm very invested. Some people call it a scary obsession. I like to call it a passion. I can be sitting relaxing. PG, we getting some traction. I'm in the venue, it's packed in. I'm digging her accent. I got a baby Simon belt on me and she tryna get it, I'm passing. That's my type of distraction. That's my type of she Latin. Got my own flow and I'm about to get a patent. Brand new sheets for the bed, they satin. Y'all wasn't tuned in back then. My swag, they keep jacking. I ain't doing no verse, quit asking. What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options. I can pass that like Stockton. Just joshing. I'm spending this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins. Sports in the top 10. What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Let's get ready to end this show, man. Come on around here. Come on around here, man. I want to thank you, man. I got time watching y'all. You know,
I got time.
Yeah, you know, you know what I mean? Like, Hey, yo, this is man Rush Danja. I appreciate everybody tuning in to On the Scene this week. We'll be back very soon. I don't know. She's going to call me and tell me to do something, and I'm going to be just ready to go. I appreciate y'all. We love y'all, man. I'm up out of here, man. Peace.
Love y'all. Peace.
I can't dance no more.